Sinomach Excavator Monitor Operation Training 1/3. Sinomach excavators have 3 monitors with different displays. The display area mainly includes instruments, alarm lights and indicator lights, which respectively indicate the operation, abnormality and working status of the machine. However, the monitor does not fully guarantee the status of the machine. Daily inspection and maintenance are also required according to the requirements. Names and functions of display area icons. Insert the key and turn on the power, the monitor's display will light up, and then you will be introduced to the names and functions of each icon one by one. Working hours meter. Displays the actual working hours of the excavator. System voltage. Displays the current system voltage value. Gear. Displays the throttle gear corresponding to the throttle knob. There are 10 gears in total. Boost. Under normal conditions, the icon is gray. The icon lights up when the force is automatically increased via manual buttons or working system. This feature is non-standard configuration. Automatic warm-up. After the engine is started, if the coolant temperature is less than or equal to 10 degrees Celsius, the system will enter the automatic warm-up state. When the water temperature is greater than or equal to 30 degrees Celsius or it enters the warm-up state for 3 minutes, it will exit the automatic warm-up state. Pilot safety lock. When the pilot safety lever is raised, the pilot safety lock icon is in the unlocked state, and the whole machine can move at this time. When the pilot safety lever is lowered, the pilot safety lock icon is in a locked state, and the whole machine cannot move at this time. Note, the equipment cannot be started when the pilot safety lever is raised. Engine speed indicates the current engine speed value. The display range is 0-3000 RPM. The green segment is the normal working segment, and the red segment is the alarm segment. When the engine speed is greater than or equal to 2350 RPM, the icon turns red and prompts engine speed is too fast, please check. At the same time, the buzzer sounds and a fault is recorded. Fuel level indicates current fuel level. The display range is 0-100%. The green segment is the normal working segment, and the red segment is the alarm segment. When the fuel level is less than or equal to 5%, the icon turns red and prompts fuel level lowest limit, and the buzzer sounds at the same time. Cooling water temperature indicates the current engine coolant temperature. The display range is 41-20 degrees Celsius. The green segment is the normal working segment, and the red segment is the alarm segment. When receiving the engine ECM high water temperature alarm message, water temperature greater than or equal to 107 degrees Celsius, the corresponding icon in the instrument turns red and prompts the cooling water temperature is high, please check. At the same time, the buzzer sounds and a fault record is made. Hydraulic oil temperature indicates the current temperature of the hydraulic oil. The display range is 41-20 degrees Celsius. The green segment is the normal working segment, and the red segment is the alarm segment. When the hydraulic oil temperature is greater than or equal to 90 degrees Celsius, the icon turns red and prompts hydraulic oil temperature is high, please check. At the same time, the buzzer sounds and a fault is recorded. Air filter. Under normal conditions, this icon is white. When the air intake resistance of the air filter increases, the icon turns red and prompts the air filter is clogged, please check. At the same time, the buzzer sounds and a fault is recorded. Low oil pressure. Under normal conditions, this icon is white. When the engine oil pressure is low, the icon turns red and prompts oil pressure is low, please check. At the same time, the buzzer sounds and a fault is recorded. Oil-water separation alarm. Under normal conditions, this icon is white. When there is too much water in the oil-water separator, the icon turns red and prompts oil-water separation alarm, please check. At the same time, the buzzer sounds and a fault record is made. At this time, the oil-water separator needs to be drained. GPS alarm. Under normal conditions, this icon is white. When a GPS-related abnormality occurs, the icon turns red, a text prompt appears, and the buzzer sounds. Preheating indication. This icon is white in non-preheating state. When the key switch is turned to the preheating position, the icon turns red and prompts preheating in progress. Cooling water level is low. Under normal conditions, this icon is white. This function is optional. When the water level in the engine radiator drops, the icon turns red and prompts the cooling water level is low. Please check. At the same time, the buzzer sounds and a fault is recorded. Menu button. Press the corresponding physical button below to enter the menu. Video button. If the camera is not connected, this button will display a gray icon. When the camera is connected, the icon will appear bright in the main interface. Working mode. The default is S mode. Press the corresponding physical key below to switch the working mode, and the corresponding working mode icon will be displayed after switching. Pattern loop. S is the economy mode. The speed range is 1000 to 1985 RPM. H is heavy load mode, speed range 1000 to 2100 RPM. L is light load mode, speed range is 1000 to 1765 RPM. B is broken mode. Walking mode. The default is low speed walking mode. Press the corresponding physical button below to switch to high speed walking mode. Auto idle. The default is auto idle allowed mode, and the icon is displayed in bright color. Press the corresponding physical button below to switch to the automatic idle prohibition mode. At this time, the icon is displayed in gray. Silence. In normal state, the icon is displayed in white. After an alarm or prompt signal causes the buzzer to sound, the instrument displays a red buzzer status icon. Press the corresponding physical key below it, and the buzzer stops sounding and displays a red silence status icon. Time or alarm content prompt. When the system is not in alarm state, this area displays the current time. When the system has an alarm signal, the alarm text prompt content will be displayed. Monitor display language device. Press the physical button below the menu icon on the main interface. After entering the main menu, there are 5 items to choose from top to bottom: System Info, Using Info, Fault Logs, User Settings, and System Settings. Use the arrow keys to select the fourth one, User Settings. After entering, select the second one, Language Settings. After entering, select the language option you need. Here select the English option and Confirm. At this time, the display shows the English version of the User Settings menu. Press the Return key to enter the main menu, and then press the Return key to enter the main interface of the display screen. Display operations of submenus at various levels. Enter the main menu via the menu key. The main menu has 5 submenus: System Info, Using Info, Fault Logs, User Settings, and System Settings. Select to enter System Info. The System Info menu has 4 submenus: Running Info, Fault Alarm Info, System State Info, and GPS Info. Use the arrow keys to select Running Info to view the analog values of the current system operation. After browsing, use the Return key to return to the upper menu, System Info. Use the arrow keys to select Fault Alarm Info to view the fault alarm status, and use the up and down keys to turn pages. Use the arrow keys to select System State Info to view the switching status information of the current system operation. Use the arrow keys to select GPS Info to view the current GPS status information. After browsing, use the Return key to return to Main menu, and use the arrow keys to select Using Info. The Using Info menu has 5 submenus: User Notice, Machine Info, Controller Info, Monitor Info, Maintenance Info. Use the arrow keys to select User Notice to view some basic matters that users should pay attention to when operating the host. After browsing, use the Return key to return to the upper menu, using Info. Use the arrow keys to select Machine Info to view the machine model, machine serial number, service phone number, and website address. Use the arrow keys to select Controller Info to view the software version number of the controller. Use the direction keys to select Monitor Info to view the monitor diagram, monitor software, and software version. Use the arrow keys to select Maintenance Info, which has two submenus, Daily Maintenance and Details within 3,000 hours. Select to enter Daily Maintenance to view maintenance inspection items every 10 hours, every 50 hours, every 100 hours, and every 250 hours. Select to enter Details within 3,000 hours. You can view the maintenance information of 50 hours, 250 hours, 500 hours, 1,000 hours, 1,500 hours, 2,000 hours, 2,500 hours, and 3,000 hours. After browsing, use the Return key to return to Main menu. Use the arrow keys to select Fault Logs. After entering the password, you can view the fault serial number, content, system time when it occurred, and the number of hours when it occurred. If the fault is an analog quantity, record the value when the fault occurs. After browsing, use the Return key to return to Main menu. Use the arrow keys to select User Settings. The User Settings menu has 7 submenus. Clock Adjust, Language Set, Brightness Set, Key Tip, Throttle Set, Second Class Auto Idle Settings, Boom Priority Settings. Select to enter Clock Adjust. You can set the current date and time, and press the Return key to exit after confirmation. Choose to enter Language Set. You can choose to display the text of the operation as needed. Select to enter Brightness Set. You can use the corresponding operation keys to adjust the display brightness of the display. Select to enter Key Tip. You can choose to turn on or off the instrument key sound effect. Select to enter Throttle Set. You can select automatic throttle or manual throttle through the direction keys. Select to enter Second Class Auto Idle Settings. You can choose to turn it on or off through the direction keys. When the equipment detects that the handle has not moved for 5 seconds during operation, it will automatically reduce the speed to third gear. If there is no action for 25 seconds, the speed will be reduced to first gear. This is the second level automatic idle speed. If it is turned off, the device will only drop down to third gear. Select to enter Boom Priority Settings. You can choose to turn it on or off through the direction keys. After the operation is completed, use the Return key to return to Main menu. System Settings, not open to customers.